Ladies and gentlemen, yangu yatakuwa mafupi sana.
Last week's Koromi quarry attack by Al-Shabaab militants in Mandera was worst felt in Nyeri County. The lives of 16 young men who had left this county in search of greener pasture was cut short. Wednesday, a somber mood engulfed Kamukunji Stadium in Nyeri County as families of the 16 innocent Kenyans gathered here to pay tribute to the young men they knew too well.
And all the others transition across the 6. We are looking at them.
The mass, organized by the Nyeri County government, brought together political leaders and residents from the region who sharply condemned the attack, saying that should be the last of its kind in the country.
Perhaps it is the time now that we introduce a bit of paramilitary training to our Form 4 rivers, so that in the next 10 years we have a cadre of Kenyans who are alert and who has military training. This is now what we have to do as a country. And His Excellency the President said it the other day, the police are not enough. This fight cannot be won by the police and men and women in uniform alone. This must be a fight that must be won by all Kenyans working together.
According to the Nyeri Governor Nderitu Gachagua, the county has spent 1.4 million shillings in catering for the funeral expenses of the affected families and have vowed to continue financially supporting them since most of the ones killed were the sole breadwinners. Gachagua says the security situation in the country is wanting and urged all Kenyans to join in the fight against terrorists. Kieni East MP Kanini Kega, whose constituency lost 6 men, condoled the affected and urged the residents not to allow the terrorists to divide them along religious lines.
That the Kenya Defense Forces in Somalia will not leave Somalia until the job is done. There will be no peace in Kenya if there is no peace in Somalia. But on the same note, we have a boundary between Kenya and Somalia stretching about 800 kilometers. 800 kilometers. But the boundary between Somalia and Ethiopia is more than 1,300 kilometers. Do we hear this kind of attacks in Ethiopia? Kwa hivyo hapo kuna maswali.
Transport Cabinet Secretary Michael Kamau urged politicians to stop politicizing the security issue.
Jambo ni hili moja tu. Mambo haya yakitokea yasitutenganishe. Na kuna watu ambao wanaongea sana, na hapa nitataja watu ambao ni wa upinzani. Kwanza tukae pamoja kama nchi. We tackle the enemy. Kisha once we have tackled the enemy, let us now deal with the internal problems that we have. Sababu mheshimiwa hapa amesema Al-Shabaab in Somali wanaua Waislamu. Ni Waislamu wanaua. Hawachagui, wakija hapa ndio wanajaribu kubagua. So nia yao ni nini? Na ni nani amewatuma wafanye kazi hapa?
So far, 200 Nyeri residents have fled Mandera and come back home amid fears that the terrorists may strike again. They say they will not go back unless the security situation in the border counties is heightened. Now, Nyeri County has been the most affected by the Koromi quarry attack. 16 people of the 36 killed in the Koromi quarry attack hailed from this county. Now, political leaders and residents want the government to heighten security across the country to make sure that no more innocent lives are lost in such attacks. Reporting for Ebru Africa TV in Kamukunji Stadium, I'm Eunice Moai.